Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Whether Jonah swallowed the fish or the fish swallowed Jonah, there was a swallow. Whether the dollar was kept at the headquarters of the police in this country, I think that Dr. Bawumia should be the best person who should tell us. What is important? You are not denying the fact that he said he has arrested the dollar and gave the key to the IGP. I just want to know whether the dollar has broken jail. And if it has broken jail, it will be pursued as a fugitive. Or it was granted bail, or perhaps it was allowed to leave the shores of this country just as Ashawan was allowed to leave the shores of this country. That is what the people of this country want to know. Right, Honorable Speaker, it is important that the true state of the nation is that you should be sincere, you should be honest. Candor matter in politics. There is nothing wrong with the president in standing here telling us, it's true, I have created the mess. It's true, as a result of my incompetence. It's true that I have sunk this country into a ditch that is extremely difficult to get you out. And I'm sincerely apologizing. I believe that we would have considered whether we should accept the apology or not. What is important is the suffering of the young people out there. You cannot tell me it is acceptable when you have unemployment 14%. 14%. We have been told today that the problems we have in this country is just because of Ukraine and COVID. That you have failed to tell us that within the West African sub-region, went to the IMF for $3 billion loan in the name of COVID. None of our neighbors went to the World Bank for $450 million. None of our neighbors went to their central bank for 20 billion Ghana cedis loan. None of our neighbors dipped their hands into infrastructure development fund and all manner of funds. We are told today that as a result of COVID, that is the reason why we are where we are. Now, when COVID was solved, the next target that they will blame, like a drowning man who will cling on even a straw, that the problem now is Ukraine. It is our prayer that that conflict is resolved. And I can bet my last penny, we'll be told that it's the Tigris, the Somalia, the Ethiopian government and the Tigris people of South Sudan conflict is what is causing the problems we have in this country. It is important for us to insist that as the president, the last statement that should come from him should be statement that have big truth. We are told that the president constructed or built about 10,887 roads. I just Googled. It is the distance between Ghana to China. That is the distance. If the president engaged in that, then I certainly think that we wouldn't have any problem with roads. In fact, Joy FM, by the way, they are not NDC people. Joy FM themselves have done their own checks, and it is revealed that what the president did in this house was nothing but concocted lies to form facts. And this house is a house of records. This house is a house of record. Right, Honorable Speaker, we need to look at some of these issues dispassionately. And when we are looking at the issues dispassionately, sincerity matters. Right, Honorable Speaker, the president also told us that as a result of 1D1F and the booming economic success that they have achieved, they are creating a lot of jobs. It is only under the management of this country, under this incompetent government, that they are creating more jobs, yet unemployment is surging in this country. What has happened to NAPCO? When the president was delivering the SONA, I had several people who were sending me messages, NAPCO beneficiaries who haven't been paid, national service persons who the government is owing about 3 months. If they fail to come here, if we want to give them assessment, they may not have their certificate. Yet the president didn't see the need to apologize to such people. Yet the president didn't see the need, the suffering of the people. But you see, when your economy is managed by that abyss, this is what you experience. Yes. Right, Honorable Speaker, it is also significant for us to demand from the president to give us the figures. It is important for us to demand from the president to give us the accurate figures. Mr. Speaker, continue. I can understand the desperation. I can understand the desperation with which my honorable friend is finding it very difficult to sit. Honorable friend,